UFC is looking to kick 2020 off with a bang where they will be hosting 3 events in a week. Khamzat Chimaev will be facing Leon Edwards on the same week as Conor McGregor's rematch with Dustin Poirier. Khamzat Chimaev recently said that something will happen if he runs into Conor McGregor that week. In a recent Instagram live with Igor Lazorin, he went on to say, "If I see him on the island, there will definitely be something. UFC needs to hide it." Aleksandar Rakic recently sent a message to the light heavyweight division and to John Jones. He posted this on his Twitter saying, "I'm hungry for all of them. Not once have I been mentioned by anyone in the UFC light heavyweights who was in front of me. Not once. Ask yourself why. That's the biggest compliment these guys are giving me. I can smell fear. At Johnny Bones, come back and get a front seat." Marvin Vettori recently sent a message to Darren Till. He posted this on his Twitter saying, "Can't wait to smash Darren Till's mouth next year, but for now enjoy Christmas." It looks like Bellator will be holding a light heavyweight tournament. MMA reporter Mike Bond posted this on his Twitter saying, "Coca tells me at Bellator MMA light heavyweight Grand Prix with Vadim Nemkov, Ryan Bader, Anthony Johnson, Yoel Romero, Phil Davis, Lyoto Machida, Gegard Mousasi and Corey Anderson is under consideration. Best tournament ever." Anthony Pettis on Sirius XM speaks on why he fought out his contract to test free agency.
I'm actually pretty involved. I want to know the numbers. I want to know who's making the offers. I feel like I'm on an upswing in my career right now, where I'm, back motivated, back focused, and it is the holidays right now, so I kind of get to chill out and hang out with my daughter. I just got back to see her. She's finishing up her school, and then it's just me and her for the week. So it's definitely in the back of my head, but at the same time, and I'm used to this life. It's always stressful. It's always the next big fight, the next big win, the next big loss. So I'm kind of prepared for it. Yeah, I was on my way down to 155 actually when this fight happened. I didn't think I was going to get a fight before the end of the year, so I was starting that weight cut process down to get to 155, and I wanted to start early and just make sure my body was right and do some practice cuts. But then when this opportunity popped up, I kind of had to change gears and put some size on. I think I made weight like 2-3 days before weigh-ins. I was at 170 already, so it was a super easy weight cut. But that was my mindset is I'm going to go to 155 pounds, do a real run at this belt and real run at this weight class and see how good I can really get. When I'm mentally there, when I'm physically prepared, and all my life outside the octagon is exactly the way it should be. Big thing for me is competition. I don't want to lose that level of competition because the UFC has the best and some of the toughest fights out there for me. So that's what I'm definitely looking at, like who's in the weight classes, who makes sense, and what fights are going to get me up and excited to go train and get ready for these fights.
Bad boy, way.
Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast says that Stephen Thompson will be a bad matchup for Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, Thompson looked great. He's not going to get a title fight next year. But I can't help but be intrigued by a fight between Kamaru Usman and Stephen Thompson. And it almost sounds, well, not almost. It is disrespectful to say this about the champ. But I feel that would be a really bad matchup for Kamaru Usman. Just stylistically, I think that would be a problem. DC basically had the same conversation about this with DC, and he said that he was saying that some of the takedown defense from Stephen Thompson is some of the highest in there. I think he said this actually on air, and he said, "I just got a text from Kamaru Usman saying, 'What are you talking about? My takedown defense is 100%. And DC was like, "Yeah, but nobody's trying to take you down, Kamaru. Everybody's trying to take Stephen Thompson down simply because of his style." So listen, I'm a massive fan of him. The way he carries himself, he's a true martial artist. And yeah, okay, I'm different. I swear here and there, probably swore 20 times on this podcast. But I do respect the fact that he doesn't want to do that because he has these kids, we talked about it on the last show, that look up to him, that will all be watching, that will hold him accountable. And I've got to say, I respect that so much. And I think if I had a ton of kids like that I taught, I'd like to think that I would carry myself the same way. And God bless him. We'll see what happens next. But that was the first time we saw him for a while because he'd broken both of his hands in the past. But certainly looked good Saturday night. Come on.
Matt Serra on the UFC Unfiltered podcast gives his thoughts on Jose Aldo's performance against Marlon Vera.
He looked really good. And I mean, the game plan was, because sometimes Tito got in there and he got the double underhooks, and other guys he probably would have put down. Listen, man, Jose Aldo, I mean, he fought Chad Mendez, and he's one of the hardest guys to get down. That's why I think he gave Frankie Edgar so much trouble. And Frankie never beat him, because Frankie could have mixing it up with the striking to the takedowns, but Jose Aldo's takedown defense is just uncanny, man. So I mean, you know, I think that maybe the game planning was a little off, or he didn't know until he felt it. But Jose looked like he just looked physically like a beast. And I'll tell you, I like seeing him use jiu-jitsu. I'm not used to him going for takedowns. That body triangle at the end, Cheeto, I mean, and I like Cheeto a lot, but it's your job to get out of there. You know that. And he knows it. You can't just look at the thing and be like, you know what, he's all right, he's holding me. Well, he's got your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like somebody's mounted and you're like, come on, hey, you know, you got to get out of there.
This is a public service announcement to all you YouTubers out there. And I'm talking to you, Jake Paul. I know you and you know me. You disrespected me in my office once, but guess what? I'll let that slide. I got something for you. Oh, Merry Christmas, homeboy. You want respect in the UFC fighting world? You want respect in the boxing world? You want to be treated like you can actually fight? I hear you calling out Conor McGregor, offering $50 million. Guess what? He ain't fighting you, homie. But guess who will? My friend and phenom, Vitor! Listen, man, you want respect and come into my world. This is my kingdom. Your kingdom is doing YouTube videos for this young generation. When I was a champion, you were born. You were just coming to this world. I'm gonna put you to sleep, put you on your knees, and listen, with all the respect that I have, not for you, for your fans, I'm gonna show who you are. You are a joke. You are Joke Paul. You're not Jake Paul. You are Joke Paul. I put you on my lap. Let's go to sleep, baby. Go to sleep, baby boy. Let's see what you got. I bet you.
So exciting day today. I actually tomorrow will be giving away 50 turkeys and hams to the Oakview Community Center here in Huntington Beach, and got donated, of course, from Party City and Walmart. But putting that together, I actually got reached out from the Orange County Food Bank, and they're going to donate 400 meals. So not only are we going to help the community here in Huntington Beach at the Oakview Community Center, but also for our veterans that are here in Huntington Beach. We got meals for you guys, hot meals. It's going to be great. Christmas is here, man. It's all about giving, right? Helping our fellow patriots. It's important. Merry Christmas to all. Very thankful. I'm happy, and today's a good day. Let's finish this year off good. I'm excited. All right, so we got 400 meals. All these meals be stacked here. Let's get them put in the freezer. Getting things handled. Nice.